This follows on from the pivot we made in the last video. Within this new cycle, we're going to demonstrate the steps we took to validate our improved solution. Again, we started with one of our riskiest assumptions. The goal here was to understand how willing stores are to try our specific solution. The key takeaway to remember is that the biggest risk could be making something no one wants. We will speak about this concept more as we begin to define our experiment. Since we are inexperienced entrepreneurs and we have previously not tested the market thoroughly, we did not know what to expect or look for in a successful market response, so it was difficult to design this hypothesis. However, having learned from issues mentioned in our previous experimentation, we attempted to adopt a flexible approach, setting these specific and realistic goals for our experiment. We found that this was extremely useful since we were able to include each of these key aspects within our hypothesis for additional focus. The key takeaway is to adopt a flexible approach to hypothesis development as it can be useful to overcome uncertainty. Please feel free to pause and read through our hyper-focused hypothesis. Now, data collection methods. Here we took inspiration from Dropbox's history. Like us, Dropbox's question was, if we can provide a superior customer experience, will people be willing to try our solution? Just like ours, Dropbox's UVP is primarily the seamless experience it provides. Co-founder Drew Houston said, if customers haven't experienced the kind of automation you can provide, they do not know the problem exists. So, how do you test? How do you let them know what they're missing? Well, Dropbox never tested or had to test for a problem to fix. They only tested for interest in their better solution. Complex technology makes their solution work like magic. Our solution also may appear complex initially, which is why we need to demonstrate how simple and elegant it is. We needed a creative medium to demonstrate the UVP, an alternative to an impractical, costly physical prototype. Inspired by the MVP videos from Dropbox and Jean-Michel Gaultier, we made our own 3-minute simple video demonstration. Our key takeaway is to take creative inspiration from successful entrepreneurs and their experimentation methods. We made one video for our direct customers, the store, and one for the customers' shoppers. We will focus here on the key learning outcomes from the B2B business-to-business video. Here is a shortened version.
Here you can see a roadmap of our solution, delivering instantaneous checkout and dynamic price optimization. Let's look at each stage in more detail. As a customer enters the shop, they begin the experience by checking in on their smartphone. Store items are priced with electronic shelf labels. The customer chooses the item they wish to purchase. These items are printed with NFC labels. When ready to check out, customers can just leave the store. Their items will be detected and they will be automatically and immediately charged through the app. The live consumer demand data is fed back into our AI-based price optimization platform. This updates the dynamic prices across all retailer stores in real time. The process is complete. Confirmation of payment has been received.
Once we had a video, it was easy to use the power of channels such as LinkedIn, industry contacts, and cold call referrals to reach out. Put something in the user's hands to get real feedback as soon as possible. From the previous experimentation, such as the interviews mentioned in the last video, we maintained communication with our industry contacts. This gave us immediate access to contacts we knew were the correct audience and likely to give high quality response. We advise growing a detailed contact list for your market. Ensure you maintain communication with those who are interested or have been useful in the past. We established connection with 10 points of contact who watched the video and responded. 4 of them were directly relevant or employed by retailers within our customer segment, of which one was from M&S, identified as one of our potential early adopters. 7 verbally agreed to either maintain communication, act as points of contact, or offer development advice. 3 spoke about future formal review processes to establish a joint growth plan later in 2021. Although we consider this to be a very successful response, does it validate our hypothesis? Using our testing dashboard, we can look back at the success criteria for reference. We can confidently confirm the first 2 criteria. However, given the strict policies and restrictions in the global conglomerate retail segment, we are informed that securing written confirmation of a partnership or support in any form, or even being added to a waitlist, requires a long and lengthy due diligence process and internal planning. We therefore have not met the most vital criteria within the assigned timeframe, written confirmation. Hence, the hypothesis was not validated, but could still be later on this year. Although our hypothesis is not currently validated, the positive feedback and interest from contacts means we decided to persevere with our solution, whilst adapting our experimentation techniques from this experience. The 3 most important things we learnt were, our hypothesis timeframe wasn't aligned with market expectations, ambitions may have been too high. Market attitude to investment, trying new things, still isn't clear, although it was previously investigated. The link between the 2 problems being solved could be expressed more clearly in the video. Overall response engaged more actively than in previous experiments, as we were told the video is more likely to capture their attention and prompt immediate feedback. Hence a key takeaway is to pick an engaging medium like a video that is easily developed and distributed. We were able to develop these key insights into tangible actions and decisions, useful steps towards the next iteration phase. Here is our completed testing dashboard with the key information. Alongside the necessary future tests we have identified, we have also made changes to our lean cameras from this experiment. This is the end of our playbook. If you take anything away from this, remember one of these key takeaways we have mentioned.